Good morning, everyone. Students, today we are starting our next chapter, controlling. Controlling is one of the important function of the management. In the first chapter, we have discussed many, functions of the management, like it was planning, organizing, staffing, right, and that is directing and controlling. Okay, so when the controlling comes in the mind, so it is concerned with taking necessary measures and preventive actions to ensure achievement of the goal. We know that each and every organization has some predetermined goal of the profit earning, goal of the sale. Okay, so when the controlling comes, means we want that the things should go in the right way, the things should go in the way which we have decided, means you have a control over the things. So that is a process. It's not only one thing ki you have control to usko control kar lena. No, it is a process. It takes certain steps to be taken in that. Okay, so what happens in the controlling? First you decide your standards. You decide the standard, means you try to estimate on the actual basis, realistic standards you decide. And when the process is going on, later on you just try to find out, measurement of the things, how the work has been done. Okay, you measure the things, and while measuring you just find out either the real data is according to the standards, or these are different, means some deviations are there, or is that exactly according to the standards. I'm sorry. So if we find this is in the right direction and there are no such major differences, no major variations are there, that means your controlling is good. But if we find that there are the deviation means the differences are there. Suppose your target was 100, but standards were 100 and you have achieved only 40, so there is a big change in that. Okay, so these are the deviations, so it requires control over there, right? How this works, very soon we will study in detail. Okay, so here they have given the meaning. Controlling function can be defined as comparison of actual performance with the planned performance. If there is any difference or deviation, then finding the reason for such differences and taking corrective action. As I have told you, if we have some differences, deviations, so we try to remove that, we try to correct that thing. Okay, through the actions, or we try to stop these reasons, so that in future there is match between actual and planned performance. Means जो आपने standards decide किए हैं, right, and the actuals which you get, so these will be similar. All right, so controlling is not the last function of the management. This also I tell you, students, as I have told you, many functions are there. So the controlling is the last. It is not last, when we measure the things and we find out some deviations, we take certain corrective steps in that. So it's a continuous process. Once we have planned the thing and we have reached at the end, and we have provided certain corrective measures, so again the planning starts. When the corrective measure comes to you, you have found the variations and you are trying to remove these variations. So for those to remove the variation, you have to again plan something. So it's a continuous process. Okay, now we will talk about this scope of this controlling. Controlling is very wide in scope, as it doesn't end by and only by comparing the actual performance with the planned performance. That's the same story which I have told you. Well, this doesn't end with this only, as you have compared the things. Okay, but it tries to find out the reason and solutions for such problem. All right, students, you compared the things, you compared the actuals with the standard, you find out some deviations. So controlling doesn't stop here only. Okay, you try to find out the solutions of that problem. Fine. So there are two aspects of controlling the function. The first one is strategic control, and next one is operational control. These two kind of controls are there, strategic and operational. Now, what is this strategic control? This refers to check how effective the strategies and the plans are, because sometimes there can be deviations in actual performance and plan performance due to plan and strategies. So here the its meaning is, Students, it's not always happen at the operational level, means where the performance has been done, so there is some problem. No, sometime the problem can be in the planning side also. Maybe while deciding the standards, your standards are not accurate. Okay, so here this is strategic control. Fine. So here the last line, I'm reading it for you. So there can be deviation in actual performance and the planned performance due to plans and strategies. Okay, so deviations can be there, the differences can be there due to planning and strategies. Means planning and strategies आपकी सही नहीं बनी है, standards आपने ठीक से decide नहीं किए, तो definitely some differences will arise. All right. Next one is, as they are telling here, कि plan आपने किया था, the standards you have decided 100 but actual performance is very good, that's 120. So this deviation is because of lack of your planning and strategies. Next is the operational, as its name is suggesting here, this comes at the operational level, जहाँ पे actually काम होता है. So the operational aspect refers to focus on managerial and other activities of the organization. That is to find out whether the mismatch is due to fault in the actions or activity. Means mismatch जो हो रहा है due to fault in the actions or activity, means जो काम किया गया है operational level पे, it is because of that. All right. In both the aspects, the managers try to find out the reasons for mismatch and take corrective action. Either the planning and strategies are the reason, or at the operational level, whatever the reason is there, that's the work of the management to find out the deviation and to remove the problem. All right, students, so that was the scope of controlling. Now we will talk about the nature of controlling, what kind of nature it is having. So controlling is a goal oriented function. Students, no function is without goal. Everything we are doing to follow, to pursue our goals. Okay, so here our goal can be to minimize the production cost, to maximize the sales, to maximize the production or profits. Okay, so we have certain specific goal and we are trying to achieve those goals. That's why the controlling is done. Okay, so it is goal oriented function. Next is controlling is an all pervasive function. Students, all pervasive. Pervasive means which is present everywhere. Well, we have the different level of the management, top level, middle and operational level. So it is applicable everywhere. Everyone is controlling according to their power and according to their requirement. Okay, top level is doing accordingly, middle level is also controlling the things, at operational level supervisors and foremen, they are also controlling the thing, right? So it is done at all the levels, so we can say it is pervasive. Next is controlling is both backward looking as well as forward looking function. Backward looking means we have to look at back. When you prepare your standard, so you have to look back, what was the performance last time, or what were the deviations, the corrective actions which we have taken, क्या standards बनाए गए हैं, so we have to look backward also. Okay, and when you are comparing the things, आपके जो actuals हैं, standards हैं, then actuals हैं, you are taking corrective measures you are adopting, right? So you are looking forward also, you have to plan the things. आप जब standard decide करते हैं, तो it is not based on the past only, you have to look forward also कि what is happening in the market and what is the economic condition. Okay, so all the future prospects and all these the plannings and the environment, business environment, you have to keep in your mind. So it's telling that controlling is backward looking function, as managers compare the planned performance with the actual performance, and to measure the actual performance they have to look back to the performance already done. All right, so they have to look at the performance which is already done. And controlling is forward looking also, because it doesn't end only by comparing the past performance with future, but it also suggests measures to remove the reasons for failure of plan, right? So we can say it is backward looking as well as forward looking. And a last one, nature, regarding nature, it's telling that controlling is a continuous function. Well, controlling is a continuous function, you can't stop it after one thing only. So it's not one time job. Okay, continuously you have to do it. So here we have completed all the nature of controlling, students. Next we will talk about the importance of controlling. Although it's very important, all right, we have seen that without controlling the system doesn't work, because we have to find out the reasons why we could not achieve our performance. Okay, So what are the importance? First one, it is telling helps in achieving organizational goal. So it's telling, just before we have discussed in the nature, some goals we have decided, right? Some organizational goals are there. So we want to achieve those one. And if you want to achieve those goals, you have to uh, keep the things under the control. You have to follow the controlling function. Okay, so that's very important. It is quite helpful in achieving your organizational goal. Next one is judging accuracy of standards. Judging accuracy means the standards which you have decided, now you have to measure either these are accurate or some deviations are there. Okay, so through strategic controlling we can easily judge whether the standard or target set are accurate or not. An accurate control system revises standards from time to time to match them with environmental changes. All right. So judging accuracy of standards, जो भी आपने standards decide किए हैं वो आपके सही है या नहीं है, like your strategic control. Okay, so that is also done by the controlling. Next we will talk about making efficient use of the resources. Well, we have the resources, so either these resources are utilized properly in the best way or no. So that can also be checked by the controlling function as we decide the standards and the actual, right? We just compare the standards and actual and we find the deviation. Okay, so like traffic signal, control guides the organization and keeps it on the right track. Each activity is performed according to predetermined standards. As a result, there is most and effective use of the resources. All right. Next importance is improving employees' motivation. Students, it always keep the moral high of the employees if they are in the right direction and they are achieving their goal. A good control system also guides the employee to come out from their problems. As we know, deviations are there, the problems are there, so we have the solutions of those problem. Okay, and the employees, they are coming out of the problem and they are achieving their standards again, so that keep them motivating. So this free communication and care motivate the employees to give better performance. Although this is open that standards are there, actuals are there, deviations, if small deviations are there we may ignore. If the deviations are larger, then we have to take action on that. We guide the people how to do that. There is a problem, so you should improve in this particular field. So they do the improvement, they achieve the standards, and of course they feel motivated themselves. Next we have ensures order and discipline. Students, order and discipline, that's very important. You must have seen, by the time your teacher doesn't keep you people under the control, you don't follow the discipline. So same thing happens everywhere. So they have to keep the employees in the order and discipline. So that can be performed by the controlling only. So here it is explaining, control creates an atmosphere of order and discipline in the organization. Effective controlling system keeps the subordinate under check and make sure they perform their functions efficiently. All right, so they are under the observation of the top level management. Either everyone is performing in the right direction or no. Sharp control can have a check over dishonesty and fraud of employees. Okay, sharp control means you have proper control, so you can avoid all these things. You can avoid the problem of the frauds and all that. Frauds takes place where the top level management is not having the proper control over the employees. Next we have facilitates coordination in action. Students, we know that management is a group activity. The different departments are there, the different people are working, so we have to keep the coordination between all of them, and only then you can achieve your standards. Okay, so this helps us to keep the things in the coordination. So controlling makes sure that proper direction is taken and that various factors are maintained properly. It's telling various factors are maintained properly. All the departments are controlled according to the predetermined standards, which are well coordinated with one another. All right, means the different departments are there, they are working according to predetermined standards. If everyone is working according to standards, that means there is a coordination between all the departments and all the people. Fine. So here we have completed all these importance of the controlling. Students, your next topic is relationship between planning and controlling. This topic has been deleted by CBSE. Okay, so you can also cross in your book. Next topic which we are going to do, you can say the last and next topic. This is very small chapter. Today we will end it. Controlling process. Well, from the beginning we are talking controlling the things and controlling the things. So in fact, what is controlling? Although I have introduced you in the starting, but here we will study in detail. So controlling is a function. It's not only one task ki just do this and there is a controlling ki aisa karne se control ho gaya. It's not like that. It's a process. So many tasks has to be done under this process. Okay. So first is your setting up standards or the targets. Means we decide the targets in the organization. Means this is, and these should be, I tell you students, these should be near to the reality. Okay, actuals के पास होना चाहिए. It should not be like you are just throwing the things in the air like anything. You don't watch the capacity of your firm. You don't watch your financial resources, right? I mean, everything you should keep in the mind, and then you should decide the standards. Okay. So the standard become basis of comparison, and the manager insists on following the standards. Means whatever the standards or the targets has been decided, right? These will be compared with the actuals. So these must be decided very carefully. The standards must be achievable. High or very high standards which can't be achieved are of no use. That's what I have told you students. ये एक्चुअल्स के आसपास होने चाहिए, अचीवेबल होने चाहिए. मीन्स आपकी वर्कफोर्स, आपकी रॉ मटेरियल, आपकी फाइनेंशियल कंडीशंस के अकॉर्डिंग आपको प्रोडक्शन का टारगेट रखना है. सो सपोज इट इज़ 100, बट आप कहें मैं 500 यूनिट्स का प्रोडक्शन करूँगा. सो यू आर जस्ट थ्रोइंग इट. ओके, दैट्स नॉट पॉसिबल. सो योर स्टैंडर्ड शुड बी achievable and near to the realistic goal should be there, right? So standards must be set up keeping in mind the resources of the organization, and as far as possible standards must be set up in numerical or measurable terms. Like they can say that your standard sale will be 20 lakh rupees per annum, profit 4 lakh rupees per annum, reduction in cost by 5%. So these are very clear and specific standards are there, right? So that will be very easy to measure. And a few examples they have taken, some examples of standard used in the functional area, like production functional जहाँ पे actually काम किया जाता है. So production function में कहा है target production is 10,000 units per month, standard cost per unit 10, reduction in wastage of resources by 5%, reduction in defective production from 10% to 5% by the end of the year. Means these are very specific standards, very clear standards they have decided. It will be very easy to measure. एंड मार्केटिंग फंक्शन का अगर डिसाइड करें तो दे हैव गिवन सेल्स आपकी 1 लाख यूनिट पर मंथ होनी चाहिए, इंक्रीज इन मार्केट शेयर बाय 10% इन 1 क्वार्टर, so and so. All right, now next is your next step in this process is measuring of performance. Means measurement of the performance. Now those were the standards. Okay, now actuals you must have done. Fine. So आप जो actual performance है वो कैसे find out करेंगे, उसका measurement करेंगे ना. तो एक्चुअल्स तभी आपको पता लगेंगे when you measure the things. Okay, so after setting up the standards, the performance of the employees is measured by evaluating the actual work done by the employees. All right, actually कितना आपने और कैसा किया है. So when the performance can be measured numerically, then it is very convenient to measure the performance. All right, numerically आपने decide की थी सारी चीजें. Now this will be very easy to measure it. Certain quantity parameters are fixed to measure the quantity standards when the number of rejections of the sale. I mean, in all the way that is very comfortable. Either you are achieving the production goals or the marketing goals. Now, if you have decided in the numerical terms, so that will be easy in all the way. Okay. And another thing they are telling that while measuring the performance, the quantitative as well as the qualitative aspects of the performance is kept in the mind. We have discussed in previous chapter, students, quantitative and qualitative. Qualitative means quality से related and quantitative means quantity, कि कितनी quantity आपने decide की थी 10,000 units you wanted to produce, so is that achieved? Now we will see the quality. Maybe you have achieved this target of the 10,000 units of the production, but either these are of the standard quality, right, or no. If you have decreased the standard, so there is no use of this production. Okay, so all these things must be measured by them. Our next step, see, we have, the first was we have decided the standards, then actual, I mean measuring the performance means actual आपने measure किया. Then third one, we will compare these two, means standards क्या थे और actuals क्या है. Either these are the same or near about the same, or there is a vast difference between these two, means क्या deviations हैं. Okay, जो differences हैं वो हमें measure करने हैं. So compare performance against standards. So here it's telling if there is a match in both them, the controlling functions ends there only. I mean अगर दोनों चीज़ें मिलती हैं, आपकी standards and actuals are matching. Matching means they are just near about. Okay, a little difference can be there, that is ignorable, we can ignore that. So that means everything is fine. Okay, but if there is a mismatch or deviations, then the manager try to find out the extent of deviation. Okay, they will search the extent. Extent means किस extent तक है, कितना है. अगर थोड़ा है तो उसको avoid कर सकते हैं, अगर ज़्यादा deviation है तो we have to take the some actions. Okay, so if the deviations is minor, then it should be ignored, but if the deviations are more, then timely actions must be taken. All right, so the standards, the actual measurement, and then we have find it out the I mean comparison we have done, we have find it out the deviations. Now deviation find out हो गए, अब क्या करेंगे, we will analyze the deviations, means ये deviations हुए क्या है, what are the reason behind it. All right, so all deviations need not be brought to the notice of the top level management. Okay, a range of deviations should be established, and only case beyond that range should be brought to the knowledge of the top level management. Students, if you take everything to the top level management, so they won't have time for the certain plannings and certain other kind of thing. Okay, these people are very busy, don't think that they are free. So you don't take all the small kind of problems to them. So you just decide one limit. If the deviations are under that limit, so there is no need to go to the top level management, there is no need to bring to the notice of them. Okay, if the deviations are crossing that limit, right, they are crossing that range, then we have to brought in the notice of the management. Okay, so we have two kind of, these two categories must be controlled by the following way. You can say they must divide the deviations in two categories: deviations which need to be attended urgently in one category, and the minor or insignificant decisions in another category. Okay, एक तरह का है which has to be taken action very urgently. Urgently it requires to be action to be taken, and next one you can ignore those one, you can leave it for future. So the first one is critical point control. As its name is suggesting, critical point control. These are in certain key areas. Key area means important area, and if there is any deviation in these key area, then it must be attended urgently. Key area are those which have impact on the whole organization. पूरी organization पे जिसका impact पड़ता है. Like we can say the production cost has increased by 5 rupee per unit. Okay, and another one is the postal cost has been increased by 20 rupees. So this is very important point. Okay, critical area, production cost increased by 5 rupee per unit. Okay, so that must be in the knowledge of the management, and immediate action must be taken to reduce this cost. Okay, and another thing is increase in the postal cost by rupees 20. Now the postal cost is not in your control, that relates to the postal department. Okay, so we can't do anything here. Next one is management by exception. It means a manager who try to control everything may end up controlling nothing. Means if management is keeping everything under his control, so this won't be able to do anything. That means it end up control nothing, यानी कुछ भी control नहीं कर पाएगी. So the deviation which are beyond the specific range should only be handled by the managers, and minute or minor deviations can be ignored. All right students, this we have discussed already. If the major problems are there, that must reach to the management. If the minor things are there, that can be sought out at this level only. Okay, next we can talk about this taking corrective measures. All right, certain advantages they have taken, merits or advantages of the management by exception. This is, it saves time and efforts of the manager, because you are not taking all the problems to the top level management, you are just sorting out yourself. So it saves the time and effort of the manager. It focuses attention of managers on significant matters. Okay, means the managers, top level management, they are focusing on the important matters only. No wastage of time and energy of the manager to solve routine problems. These are solved by the subordinates, right students? That is what we have discussed. The small minor problems can be discussed at the subordinate level, so they saves the time and energy of the top level. It differentiates between critical and simple problems. Of course, easily we can identify this is the critical problem, must reach at the top level, and this is the routine problem, can be handled at our subordinates level. All right, now next is taking corrective measure. Students, we have the first one, we have decided the standards, we have measured the performance, the actual performance. Okay, then we have compared these two things, deviations kya hai, kitne hain. Okay, and then we have analyzed the deviation. उनको analyze करना कि किस तरह के deviations हैं, either these are the minor or major, and what kind of action to be taken. Okay, now we have find it out, right? Either these are the small or big, minor or major. Taking corrective measures, now we have to mind them. Here we have just talked we have to hand it over to the top level management, and here these must be handled by the subordinates. Here we will talk about the corrective measures, means हमें उन पे action लेना है. On comparing the actual performance with the planned performance, the manager will come to know about the deviations between the plan and actual performance. Then the next step is to know the reasons for such deviations and trying to remove deviations in future. All these things we have discussed. Now the manager takes measures to bring back everything on the track according to plan. This is called taking corrective measures. All right students, means we found the reason, minor or major, now they are taking action to bring it back on the right track. So this is called taking corrective measures, and this is involving what? Let the situation remain same if the deviations are minor. How do they take? As we have already discussed in the previous point also, means if the problem is minor, so let the situation be like that. Okay, and redesign or reframe the plans or strategies if they are overstated or not matching with the present day business environment. Well, we found that the business environment has totally changed, and it is not matching, the standards are not matching with the actuals are based on the environment, you know, according to this change environment I have done the work, so these are my actuals, and standards has been designed according to the previous and all, we have kept certain things in mind. So there is a requirement to redesign the standards, okay, because of the change environment. So that is what we are going to do in this. And next is also telling the same thing, taking corrective measures to improve the performance so that in future it matches with the plan. All right, now I have to redesign the standards once again, so that will match in the future at least. Okay, this year we could not achieve the standards, but at least next year this should be very near to the actuals. Okay, so this was taking corrective measures. Well, last is your feedback in controlling. Students, when you have taken the corrective measures, you have taken the steps to remove the deviations, so your controlling process doesn't end with this कि आपने action ले लिया, चीज control हो गई and that's all. No, this is not the last, this is not the end of the controlling. Here comes feedback in controlling. It is must, you know. The controlling function doesn't end by taking corrective action, as it is a continuous process. We have talked in the starting कि again the thing starts as in the previous topic we have talked कि corrective actions लेना, action लिया है तो उसकी भी तो कोई planning होगी ना. You have taken the action कि this work must be like this, only then we can get the proper result. तो वो काम जिस तरह से होगा उसके लिए आपको plan करना होगा ना, because it is a continuous process. Okay. Now after suggesting the corrective measure, a feedback report is prepared. All right, feedback report must be prepared by the management. Feedback refers to list of reasons for deviations of plan. Feedback report is containing what कि what were the reasons of the deviation. ये जो deviations आए हैं, differences आए हैं, इनके क्या reasons रहे हैं. तो all these the list of the reasons will be the deviations of plans or for inefficiency in overall working of organization. This we have already discussed students. The one list of the deviations from the management side means planning में अगर कोई deficiency है, या next one is operational level पे काम करने में कोई deficiency रही है. So what are the reasons at the operational level? So we have to prepare the list of both of them. Along with reasons, the corrective action measures are also specified to the feedback report. Okay, means this year these were my standards, these were my actual, these were the variation. Well, why the variations are there? I have to prepare a feedback report. Feedback में क्या लिखा कि ये मेरे plans थे, ये मेरी plannings and strategy थी, इसकी वजह से डेविएशन हुआ, ये मेरे काम थे जो मैंने किए थे, एक्चुअल्स इनमें यहाँ यहाँ इन पॉइंट पे गड़बड़ हुआ है. ओके, सो आई हैव टू माइंड ऑल दीज थिंग्स पॉइंट्स एंड नॉट ओनली द रीजंस, आई हैव टू गिव द करेक्टिव मेजर्स ऑल्सो कि इनको किस तरह से ठीक किया जा सकता है, हाउ आई कैन माइंड दीज मिस्टेक्स, राइट. सो दिस विल बी हेल्पफुल for the next year. You can have the guidelines. Okay, and feedback acts. Okay, along with the reasons, the corrective measures are also specified in the feedback report, and feedback acts as a base to establish the standard for the next year, and controlling process again starts from step 1. Is that clear, students? This is a cycle, deciding the standards, then measuring the actuals, then comparison of these two, you found the reason, deviations. Now you will work on that, means analyzing the deviation कि ये क्यों हुए, then corrective actions, उनको ठीक करना, preparing the feedback report, and through the feedback report you will once again the process will start, because you will be doing the planning and you will again start with the planning के साथ आपके standard शुरू हो जाएंगे कि ये इन सब चीज़ों को ध्यान में रखते हुए again this is my standard for the next year, and the same process starts. All right, students. So here we have completed this chapter in the one lecture only. This is very small. Already this was small, and one topic has been deleted by your CBSE. Okay. Well, don't underestimate students. Okay. So learn it on the daily basis as usual. I'm telling you, and prepare for your test. And students, complete your homework and post it on the WhatsApp on the same day. Okay. Thank you.